Straw Hut Media.
Hey guys, we are back and we love having you here. Literally, we love having you here. How much do we love
Literally, we so do.
Literally, I've been in LA too long. Someone needs to send me home.
Yeah, you're losing your accent.
Am I? But I always, do you know what? I always have had like a well-rounded accent because of, you know, money.
Travel.
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Well, I just had a little filler in my face. That's been making me feel cuter. You know, I just like to stay fresh because I'm about to turn
40.
I was gonna lie. No.
Oh, I don't
what
know.
A witch.
You made it seem like such a big.
I'm about
When's
to
your
turn
birthday?
36 in January.
January what?
29th. I'm Aquarius, whatever that means. Is that a bad thing? Why is your face like that?
Because the guy that I have a crush on is born January 29th. Yeah.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
Aquarius is, I'm learning a lot about. They're very logical thinkers. They're very like.
And they get along with everyone.
Get along with everybody. They tend to be very happy people.
Because you don't hear much about like, oh, stay away from that Aquarius. Like, I don't know much about all that stuff.
What's your other sign? You know how you have two
Rising?
Your rising, yeah. Do you know it?
I don't know, actually.
Oh, okay.
If I give you a number, will you be able to figure it out?
If the time you're born.
Yeah, it's 1210.
I can't do it in my head. I have to put it into like a thing.
Okay, that's for another episode.
Mine's a Scorpio.
Oh, okay.
My other sign.
So is that a bit fiery?
Yeah, and then I heard that your rising is how you come across to people, so how you portray yourself, I guess. I gotta do more.
You know, I saw this funny meme the other day and it was like a text from a boy to his mother, I guess, saying, what time was I born? And
She
the
said,
mum writes back, stay away from that girl.
Yeah.
Because obviously it was someone asking,
Yeah.
let me do your chart.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fun.
Yeah, no,
It
totally.
doesn't have to be serious.
All my hottest, most interesting friends, they do that. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know why I've never taken it upon myself to learn that so I could be a hot, interesting person.
What are you going to do for your birthday?
Someone was just asking me that. You know what? I don't usually celebrate birthdays. I just have never been one for the attention. I mean, I have a good life. I have a lot of fun
You don't want to throw a huge grand party and
that to me is the worst because then I'm nervous about it. It's not for you. If you're throwing a party, you want everyone else having a good time. So then basically I've just employed myself to make sure that however many people I invite are going to enjoy themselves. It's going to be fun. Everyone's going to show up.
I can't do it. I
Oh,
decided
really?
that my friendships are going to start with people who don't take their birthday so extreme.
People take it way too
And
far.
it's exhausting for me as a friend. And I know I'm going to offend all my friends and I love you guys so much.
But
They take their birthdays so seriously where I'm like, okay, we're planning all year for your birthday. It's an all year thing. Like I got to hear about it every single month. My birthday, my birthday, my birthday. What are you going to do? It's too much for me. It's exhausting.
It's like people that want you to go to destination weddings. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. This is your wedding. Either you like, I mean, kind of. But seriously, people that make it their birthday month.
I can't do it.
Like what I said, I don't like the center of attention. So a lot of people that do the birthday thing, it's like one way to trap you into things. It's my birthday month. You have to come here or you have to do this or you have to do that. I'm good for one time, like going there, you buy them a present, you show up to a thing. But other than that, it's a bit self-indulgent. Sorry to be a Grinch, but...
I've had to share my birthday my whole entire life because I have the same birthday as my mom, remember? So it's never been like a... Not that I had great birthdays, you know what I mean? But it's always been a shared thing.
How would that feel to share your birthday with your mom?
You just share it with your mom. You just spend it.
Is she very generous and like makes it about you?
Yes, of course. It's my mom. Like, then I want to make it all about her, of course. So...
God, the two
It's
birthdays
nice.
kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah, I know they do. They really do.
Are we doing what you...
Yeah, it's fun though.
Ah.
Interesting, right?
And on her birthday, she was literally like pushing you out.
Yeah.
Were you born naturally? Like through
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
JJ?
That's an interesting question. Nobody's ever
No, I
asked
was a
me that.
cesarean. Like,
Oh,
and so was
really?
my brother. And my mum like picking the date and like knowing she was like going in carrying her bags. I'm here, cut me
Rich
open
people
now.
stuff. Yeah. No,
guess
sorry.
back
My
then it
mom
was.
had to go in actual labor.
And my mom didn't want to ruin her vagina.
Wow.
Right away. Anyway, I'm sure she ruined it in other ways.
Ew, stop it. Oh my God.
She
Ew.
wouldn't mind me saying. She actually, I was the first person, and I was young at the time. She's like, I'm getting a new vagina. She was like,
She sewed it shut?
Yeah, no, not sewed it
Oh,
shut.
some people do that. They get like, if they've given birth a lot.
Oh yeah, no,
like,
they tighten it. Yeah, they
yeah.
hymen you.
Reheim, that's another thing. But yeah, they sew the
Vaginal
hole.
rejuvenation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good job, James. Wow.
Thanks. I know a lot about vaginas. I came out of one. I tried to get back in.
No, you didn't. You were
Oh,
a
that's
C-section.
right. So my ex-husband, he always says to me, you've only ever seen 2 vaginas in your life. 1 when you were coming out of your mother's and 2 when you tried to crawl back in.
Ew, that's so rude.
But I never realized I could have totally killed that joke for him.
Sick.
So yeah, that is sick. So let's stop talking about my mom's vagina
Please.
for a second. I feel like this is going to be a really fun episode because they always are.
You know, I've been wanting to ask you what your 5 icks are and your 5 red flags, like non-negotiables or something that you wouldn't see somebody again over, and 5 dates that you would refuse to do.
Okay, so I would have to say someone that takes you on a first date and asks you to split the bill. I know that sounds bad.
This is a red flag.
Yes, it is, because it's going to set the tone for a relationship.
So can I ask first, are you like the one that won't pay? Because I know that there's like a dynamic when it's 2 guys. How do you decide who pays?
I'll clarify, and that is a good question. I want to be able to be given the opportunity to either put my card forward and pay, but not someone trying to do the math and split the bill for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either I'm paying or you are. And I'm not saying that I won't pay. Like, I would like to pay then.
Yeah.
And then you get the next one or whatever. But not someone that wants to go right in there and be like, okay, so I had this and you had that. I know. I mean, right.
That's happened?
Yes, people do that. And I had this first date once where it was kind of a version of that where he was like, did you like this date? And I was like, yeah, it's all right. He's like, well, I'll pay if you liked it and then want to go on a second one. But if you didn't and we're just friends, then we can split the bill. I'm like, we're not negotiating a prenup here. Like, we don't
I would have said, yes, I love the date and then blocked just to prove a point.
And be like, yeah, don't ever ask me that question. I fucking hate it. Even if I liked it, I wouldn't have liked it at that point.
So splitting the bill or bill issues.
And then, what else? Oh yeah, people that do their own taxes. Oh wait, I don't know if this is a.
Oh, that's an ick. I think,
yeah, it is.
Because that doesn't sound like a red flag.
No, it's an ick. Okay, so I'm gonna
intervene and tell you if I think they're okay or not.
Okay, so people that garden, I have a real thing.
That's an ick. So red flag. That's like something to be like scared of or cautious or something alarming.
Let me think. A red flag to me would be someone that is mean to their mother.
Yes.
Like, no matter how bad she is, if you're outwardly mean to her and in front of me, or even trashing her to me, but in like a gross way, I just feel like, even to any of her family members, because it just gets a bit messy.
Yeah.
Like, there can be things that your family, I definitely know, like, that aren't cool and whatever, but if they're visibly like angry and irate about it, like, I just think that if that's their family and they can't at least have like a regular conversation about
They're not good at communication then. Yeah.
What other red flags are there?
That was 3,
okay.
I think, right?
Okay. Was I supposed to give you 3?
The mom, 5. Or whatever, if you can't think of 5 more. I was just curious on what you thought would cause caution.
Also, can I just say, this red flag is people that are know-it-alls. They think they know everything already, so you can't have a conversation with them. Or if you bring up something and they'll reaffirm it in a way that they seem to know more than you do. I don't need other people to know that I know more, even if I did, or like whatever. It's just, that's going to get very annoying very quickly. Yeah. What are yours? Red flags.
I think the mom thing is really important to me. If you don't love your mom, but also then that goes, I have to say the other side of that, if you love your mom too much and she's coming into the relationship and saying and doing weird things, which happens a lot, that's a red flag also. I think if you put your phone on do not disturb and you have children, and I know certain people can ring through, but I don't like when I'm with somebody and they're scared about their phone going off. But the opposite thing would be, I don't like when someone's always on their phone.
Yeah.
I hate that. I can
definitely get down with the mum thing. Some of the relationships are too close.
Too close.
It's weird. Cut the cord already.
I saw this thing about it and the girl was saying, it's giving me side hoe vibes. Your mom or like mistress vibes.
But
or it's
mothers
like
and son relationships can be sick sometimes. It's
really
weird. There's like a blurry line there of like some Freudian
I've
thing.
I've seen it.
Gross, and it's a really big turn off, because imagine even when they have like a daughter, like say you have children with them or whatever, I don't know, the mum's just gonna feel in some way that they're her children.
Yeah, it's just an ownership thing.
Yeah.
I also think if you talk about your ex a lot, it's a red flag. I used to tolerate that, but I decided that I'm not anymore, because it really shows that you're not over that person.
How are they talking about them?
Like, just, you know how there's people that frequently are like, oh yeah, me and my ex used to do that. That's a red flag to me, because I want someone to have complete closure over that.
Well, it seems like they're almost putting it in front of you in a way that's
Yeah,
like,
I don't like that.
I don't know, like what is the point of that? Get back with your ex or
Yeah, I don't like somebody that's late. I find it to be a lack of respect and a lack of maturity that you
Yeah.
can't get up on time and actually schedule your days correctly and leave on
if it
time.
happens more than once, yes.
It happens more than once,
Yeah.
yeah. And then honestly, if you're following a bunch of hoes on Instagram, I find it to be a red flag if you're seeking me, but then you can't stop following different girls. It's weird to me. It just is weird. Social media is a weird part for me. I prefer someone to not
Well,
have
we were
much
saying
of
in
a
the other
presence on
episode
it.
that like Instagram is like a dating app, and it doesn't mean that they're like going to go through with it, but like, what is the point of like?
It's weird.
It feels like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
for sure.
Yeah.
Go do your icks. You were
Icks.
gardening.
Yeah, gardening. People
Doing your own
that, like
taxes.
guys that are like in love with plants and they know the name, like the actual like horticultural name of like the.
I
don't
think
know
that's
if I'm
kinda
using the right word. No, and they like spraying it and then wiping the leaves.
I think
I'm
that's
just
kinda
like,
hot.
it's no. That's serial killer vibes for me. And then do not buy cheap toilet paper. If someone has 1-ply fucking toilet paper, I mean, what the fuck? It is literally like 50 cents more, and 1-ply you're going to use the same amount anyway because you're going to need to roll it around so many times. And that's just no. 1-ply. Even public toilets don't do that. Another ick would be don't chew where I can hear it. I don't even want to hear you eat, actually. Put music on while we're eating. I don't even want to hear like a breath. I really don't like breathing or sounds with mouths and stuff like that.
My ex, you know when you're really over somebody, and I remember one of my exes was eating next to me and I had to get up and get out of the room. And I was like sitting there and I was fuming. I was like, I
It's
can't stand the
disgusting.
way this man
Yes.
chews because I hate him.
It's a real
And I
thing,
need-
actually. Like, there's a technical term for it where, Ryan, can you look it up? It's so people that have a aversion to the sounds of people eating. Like,
you
it's
know-
just like nails on a chalkboard. Like, some
Yeah.
people actually have that, and I absolutely like. No matter how hot someone is ever, like it could be the hottest person in the world. Misophonia.
You can hypnotize yourself out of that.
Actually, I might want to do that because a lot of people eat around me.
A lot of people eat.
Yeah.
You know what another red flag is that I want to switch one of mine out or add to is over drinking.
Alcohol?
Yes, sorry. Over drinking alcohol. Like if I go out with you and you're having 10 glasses of wine or you're doing shots and we're just having dinner, it's a red flag.
What are you
like,
running from? Exactly.
it's just the drinking. It's weird to me. I don't like it.
Well, also, if you're not on that same level, how annoying is it to be around someone that's
Yeah.
that lit all the time? It's like not that interesting. If
So
you're both
any
on the
other
same level.
icks?
Okay. Also, do not let me smell your. You know, when you go down on someone and like, let's not say that they're dirty or anything like that, but like you can smell balls or anything like that. I want someone to have a shower right before. I'm a clean person like that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't want that musty smell. Like, I think some people really like it. Like, there's guys that sniff under your armpits. but
Well, I
don't
I
that.
like sweat when I'm in a
Actually, I
relationship
don't
with
mind an
someone.
armpit. Yeah. Okay.
When I'm in a relationship and I just like
I
them,
don't love sweat. I don't even like to sweat myself. Like when I'm at the gym, if I'm starting to break a sweat, I'll
You go home?
stop. No, I just like cool down a little bit because I'm not on the treadmill.
okay, what's 5 dates you won't do?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm not going to go to Taco Bell because there's orgies happening there. And I feel like they won't be paying attention to me if people are having sex in the room.
So no fast food restaurants.
No fast food restaurants. That's not true, actually, because if it's part of a bigger picture, like you're going to a lookout, say you're getting stoned and you're going to a lookout area somewhere in a car together to make out, then you're
To
like
make out.
then you're getting like just to hold
After
hands.
Taco Bell
hold hands.
making out.
No.
Ew.
Or you get like the fast food and go somewhere and it's cute, or like
Yeah.
sitting in a diner somewhere, like that's cute. But don't have me going to where wouldn't be good to go?
I personally don't like anything that has to do with heights. It's just
A
like
restaurant that's high?
no, this doesn't have to be restaurants. Just like dates overall.
Okay, yeah.
I don't like heights because I just can't do it.
Me
like I just
either.
won't. I just
So
can't bring
scared.
myself to do it. So I don't like anything like that. I'm not picky about restaurants. I don't really care. I've been to every kind of restaurant from the best restaurants honestly in the world to really cheap ones, and I just don't care. But the heights I can't do.
Where else?
And nothing where I have to engage with his friends. I don't like that.
On a first date, of course.
Yeah, but
right?
sometimes people will be like, "Hey, my buddy's gonna stop by." Never had that.
No,
Yeah.
that's not happening. I like showing off in front of friends because then I'll pretend to be like the perfect person and they'll really
See,
like
that's
me.
it. I don't like that.
But I don't want it on the first date though. It's too much.
I've had weird stuff like that.
I don't want to do a hike on a first date. I think that sounds kind of cute, but then I don't like natural sunlight on my face, like as in because then they'll be able to see the real me. I
don't want anything where you have to get wet. Anything where you have to get wet, I don't like a water park. I love spas, but I wouldn't want to go on a spa date. Have you ever done like a spa date type of thing?
No, that's too quiet.
You've
and
never
you're not
done
supposed
a
to talk
private
much.
room at a spa?
Oh, okay, and then but it's still you're sitting in there with like silent music going. So
you've never done
do you
it?
like stuff?
I don't like it because the steam rooms and stuff get your hair frizzy.
Know them a bit better first.
But you should, when you know somebody well, you should actually do a spa suite because they have beds. It's like 5 hours. So they come in, they serve, most of the time serve you food and tea, then you get a massage. There's a hot
so scared
tub
of
in
awkward
there.
silences. And while you're getting a massage, you
You're
can't exactly
so
be like,
weird about that.
what are you doing? So what are your goals and dreams for them?
I like the silence. I like to just lay there. And
You're good with silence. You know, sometimes we'll have meetings, it'll be like a Zoom and then everyone's quiet and Elsa will just stay quiet. And I have to feel every thing, because like most people are comfortable with natural, normal, like they should be chatting. Like, do you have something to say or not? And Elsa's so cool with it.
Well, because everybody's asking me to do these meetings. They're like, hey, can Elsa jump on? So what am I going to say? They're
talk to me.
me.
Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, exactly. That's a normal way to look at it. I'm like, better be entertaining. Oh my God, there's a silence. I got to fill it. Does anyone want anything? Do you need it? Blah, 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 blah. Or like, oh, what else do we need? I'm like, oh, I got to rate this call out of 1 to 10. So yeah, okay, wait, can I do one more? I want to go back for 1 second and I'll leave on that one. Anyone that doesn't like animals, like dogs, especially dogs, if they're only into cats and not dogs,
and they're like mean about dogs too.
It's a red flag.
They're mean about them. Like, I'm scared of dogs. Or like,
or they don't let them just live. Like if they're okay with your dog being there, but it's like, don't have them on the couch. Don't have them. It's like, let us live in your space, or don't have us there at all.
I get rid of people over my dogs. Everybody knows that. You have to accept my 3 dogs, and they're not like good dogs. But if you don't like them, what am I supposed to do? Get rid of them?
Don't make fun of my pugs, or you're blocked.
Yeah, I'm very serious about it.
Okay, so can we talk about
and over texting? If you over text me and you overcall me, I will block you.
That's why she's always blocking me.
No, but if guys are like, hello, I don't like it. It turns me
I got you the first time. That's why you keep your read receipts on.
Yeah, so they know that
I've
I'm
read
ignoring
the message.
them.
I'm just not replying, dude.
No, sometimes I open it and I'm like, I'm going to get back to this. So I want the person to see that I'm getting back to it, actually.
So level-headed. The other day I was going to make up some reason why we couldn't go to this comedy thing after a certain other thing. And then Elsa's like, I'm like, okay, so I'm just giving you a chance now to make something up. She's like, why would I need to make something up? I'll just say, I don't feel like going to that thing. She goes, you don't have to do anything you don't want to. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, your approach is way more level-headed.
And I told him when I was like, no, I don't feel like it. He's like, oh, cool, no worries.
Yeah. Lucky I threw my back out that day.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it is
okay,
lucky.
so Heartbreakers Hotline. Bum, bum, bum. I'm 38, male, and a big horror movie fan. I collect what some may consider creepy artwork, and a lot of my friends say I should take it down and hide it because girls won't want to fuck me. I like to think it's tasteful and cool. I'm not into any weird kinks or anything. I just like spooky stuff. Should I hide who I am to impress girls, or are friends giving me bad advice? We had a similar question to this.
I don't remember creepy things, or maybe it was BDSM.
It was about action figures and stuff like that. And we were saying keep him. Anyway,
we were saying keep them. I don't know if I went into somebody's home. I'm somebody that gets very scared and very spooked easy. That's just my personality. That would scare me, and I probably would not want to be in his home. But also, I know girls that really love spooky stuff.
Exactly. So if someone's is a match for you, they're going to be like, oh my God, I am a huge slasher movie fan or whatever. Creepy.
I think your friends are giving you bad advice. I think you should just be transparent. I'm always going to say that. I know people that love creepy, spooky all day long.
And some people hate it. Like, it's like if someone's scared of clowns or whatever. Or like, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, that's fine. Don't date that person.
Like,
so it's actually a good buffer because then you just put the creepy right out there in front and then you will be able to sift through not getting girls that aren't going to...
I'd be so scared I would lose my mind. Like, I'm thinking about going into somebody's home and it's like spooky and there's like just scary stuff. I would just be like, ah... But he says he's not into any weird kinks.
So exactly. So like take that one and be like, thank God he's not going to want me to take a dump on his chest or whatever. Like, it's just creepy stuff on the walls. If you aren't seeing anyone yet, I am available. This guy's like, damn it, why is James wanting me now? That's gross. I've been sleeping with a guy whose dirty talk game is like fucking Shakespeare, and I hate it. He says stuff like, marvel as your succulent body, or talks about my voluptuous, exquisite breasts. How can I explain to him in a nice way that I want him to call me a slut and ask how good daddy's dick is and shit?
Just say it. Just say, I cannot have you talking to me like that. I need you to say you're a dirty slut. I need you to actually be just more...
voluptuous, exquisite breasts. Is
like,
he wearing
how do you even
Shakespeare
talk
at the
back to
time?
that? Or are you just like, ooh, yeah.
Are they voluptuous?
They are exquisite,
Lord
aren't
lover.
they? Yeah. They are exquisite.
Oh my Lord.
I would play into that.
It'd be kind of fun.
It'd be weird, right?
I mean, do you know what? Maybe you can do one day on, one day off. So say, hey, I love your Shakespeare thing. That's so fun. Can we next time do this one where I'm a dirty little fucking slut that you're going to,
yeah.
you know? Tell him exactly what you want. And don't shit all over his Shakespeare thing. Ask him if it's a thing, or just say, is this like...
You know what he could do? She could ask him to start writing like little love letters about these things, about her exquisite breasts and all that. And that's really nice to read. I would love that and be like, ooh, this little like Shakespeare love letter.
You could even frame it and put it on your...
Yeah, and then he gets that out of his system, and then he can ask how good daddy's dick is.
Also, the Renaissance Fair in LA, if you want to go to that and dress up as the Renaissance characters and then have sex there, that could be fun. Because then you're...
Would you do that? Would you go?
Well,
to that?
I just don't want to not... Yeah, I would, but I don't want to be not wearing like a full Shakespeare outfit and say my voluptuous lover. Like, do you know what I mean? I at least wanted to make it like see it through into like a whole fantasy.
I like it.
Yeah. How good is daddy's dick and shit? Now that's my jam. Okay. Good luck with that. I grew up a Muslim. I'm 22 and female, and I've been atheist for several years now. My boyfriend is Scandinavian, and I could never ask for anyone better. He's just perfect. I have a hard time getting intimate with him, especially if it's about my pleasure. We tried oral on him and also boob job.
I think she means like a
She
titty
got him
fuck.
a boob job.
No, I think titty fucking. That's what it's called.
He wanted to do the same for me, but I couldn't even take off my panties. He was so gentle, patting my hair, kissing me gently, and asking for my consent for every little step. I actually ended up asking him to be rougher with me. I don't know. I want to feel him inside me and receive oral, but I keep feeling guilty. I know I should seek therapy, but I can't afford it now. My boyfriend would love to pay for it, but I'm also terrified of not feeling guilty and shameful one day.
So is she saying that it's because of her religion growing up that she has a lot of shame around it? Or is she just... Interesting. What do you think?
I think that she's feeling the shame because she's also terrified of not feeling guilty or shameful one day.
I think she should take her boyfriend up on the offer to pay for her therapy.
Yeah.
She might as well. That's a really nice gesture. He clearly cares about her and he clearly wants her to feel better. And she should do that. And she'll love him even more for that.
And he's so sweet. He wanted to do the same for her, and she's been doing... You know what? Everyone has some sort of... It's weirdly ingrained into us, and I can't imagine being Muslim as well because it's a little bit stricter than what I've been brought up on. But like having that guilt about sexual desires and feeling pleasure, it's a natural thing. Like God or Allah wouldn't have given you like that natural, you know, desire. It gets very watered down, religion and what people say that you shouldn't or shouldn't feel, especially for women. They're just taught that they're not supposed to have pleasure. You know, we talk about this.
I wonder if she just did it like just a little bit, like 5 minutes oral on herself, nothing crazy. She doesn't have to try to come. She doesn't have to try to be like, just try a little bit and then move on. And each time like add more time to it. And then she'll slowly learn and reprogram her brain that it doesn't have to be like that. And along with therapy,
I think the therapy portion to not feel so much guilt about like the pleasure because
they'll really work
you should
on
be
that.
feeling that. And that's not just because we're like anti-religious or anything like that. You can have your religion and you can have pleasure and all of it. And you know,
they're so young too.
And I do believe every religion is right. It's just there are certain components that really get watered down. I mean, those things, you know, you can still love your God and have pleasure in sex, and you should definitely be enjoying this. He sounds like an amazing guy.
Yes,
that is so
and so young for being such a nice boyfriend.
So
23.
you do the work on yourself so you can keep him as well too, because this is going to be a great relationship if you can get into that therapy.
Yes,
plus he's going to pay for it. Love that.
What a nice guy. 23, paying for his girlfriend's therapy.
I love it.
Saint.
What an absolute saint. So I saw this thing the other day, Else, by the way. It was Santa porn. What do you think? In the spirit of the holidays, would you watch that? Santa porn.
So I decided I'm no longer watching porn anymore.
Why?
Because
Your face keeps coming up.
No, because it doesn't really like turn me on that much to watch it. I'm not curious about it anymore the way I was. And I just don't know what genre anymore gets me going.
Yeah.
So I rather receive personal videos from people that I like or photos like that and have almost like a sexual, intimate relationship like that with somebody and
So
masturbate.
if Santa was to send you a personal video of him in a
then
Santa's
I'd be
outfit.
into it.
Okay,
I'd be into it. But I don't know
but it's
about
the real Santa though, so he's got a huge gut and he's got white,
It's
hairy
fine.
body.
But if I'm into
I'm
him,
into it. I wonder
Santa's
if Santa's
generous
dick is
too.
big. Is it? Oh, he's generous. He's got a lot of presents, but he's always out.
Or
Actually,
just on Christmas night.
Yeah, that's
Just on-
true. Actually.
He has a wife though, and I don't fuck people.
Oh,
or I don't
yeah,
mess
with
around with
wives.
people who
Oh,
are
yeah,
married
yeah.
anymore. So actually, I wouldn't be into the Santa porn.
Good.
What about you?
I would be into it. I would like Mrs. Claus to watch.
Oh, like a cuckold type of
Yeah,
situation?
she's crying in the corner. No, just kidding.
Santa
She's not
with
crying.
another man and she's watching, or
Oh, can we bring more men into it? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you can
feel like
bring an
because I'm not
elf
going to
into
fall
it.
in love with Santa. So
you can
like
bring
I
an
would
elf into it.
an elf. I didn't even think of that. I'm interested.
What would the porn be?
It would be Santa in the full suit. Like I never really want him to take it all the way off because then he's just going to be some guy, like
Yeah.
some fat guy.
Yeah, with a
I'm like,
beard.
oh wait, hold on.
Like the guys that
Yeah.
ride those motorcycles and the things are always up. The
I think
handles
we're
are
doing
up
it in
high.
his sleigh.
You know
Oh
what
no,
I'm
because then
talking
all the deer are going to be watching. I'm worried about the deer.
You go with him
Yeah.
while he's
Oh, yes,
he's giving
yes,
presents, and
yes.
you give him like you know how people do
Yeah.
roadhead, but you give Santa, you know,
Yes.
whatever.
Oh my
head
god, you
what-
should direct this porn. Directing Santa porn. Now the next thing is, would you have sex with your parents at home for the Christmas time? People are debating.
Would you have
about it.
sex with your parents? Would you have sex at your parents'
Did I say
home?
that?
Yeah. Would you have sex at your parents'
That's
home?
an interesting gift.
If
Here,
you
mum
bring
and
it-
dad, let's have. Ew, I'm not even.
Yes, I would, of course. Why are people so hung up on having sex when other
No.
people are home? I
Their
do that
vibes
all
are
the
in the
time. I
vicinity.
lived with someone where their parent was also living there. Like it. When
their
it was,
vibes are in
I
the
was supposed
vicinity.
to wait until nobody's home.
What if they hear you accidentally?
Nobody's gonna hear me? I'm not gonna be disrespectful. Nobody knows that sex is going on.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
And what about just knowing that they're there?
I
in
don't
that
care.
house?
I don't care.
And on that note, we have had a fabulous episode. Have you been playing Endeavor OTC, that ADD game?
Yes. And you know what? It's so good because I really do struggle with ADD. And I don't want to, right now, I just don't want to be taking any type of ADD medication. And I sometimes need to really stimulate myself and my.
I love
know?
it. And it's a fun game. You just drive it and hit all the little
Yeah.
markers. I mean, it really does help. And being someone that's taken Adderall and things like that before, way better.
I really prefer to play a game. And a lot of people have ADD, so check it out.
I'm so glad that they're our new sponsor of the podcast. Make sure you check out the link in our bio and go and check it out. It's fabulous. And we have had the best time with you today. Thank God you guys have the attention span to watch this episode.
Yeah.
And if you don't and you didn't make it through, make sure you go click on the link in our bio and subscribe on OF and on YouTube and everywhere else you get your pods. Have a good day.
We never really close like that. It's
Oh.
always just bye. I liked it.
Oh, okay,
Bye,
good.
guys.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah.
Elsa said she liked it.